spending a little time with Molly Fletcher here today. We just finished one of our wonderful Executive Women's Days. Molly, thanks for your time. Tell us a little bit about your journey. How did you get here to the point of today, being such an inspirational speaker?
Well, I was a student athlete at Michigan State, and I wanted to stay in the business of sports, but I didn't know what that looked like at 22. And I packed my car with $2,000 and moved to Atlanta to try to find a job in the sports space, and was fortunate enough to work for a small agency at the time, and really found a love for recruiting athletes, for managing their careers. It evolved into sort of a 15-year career of representing these guys. Loved it, and began to write books and speak, and found and fell in love really with having the opportunity to impact people's lives through telling stories about the sports space. And the connection between sports and business, to me, is profound, and there's so much that we as business people can learn from that and allow us to grow and be better at what we do.
Molly, we tested this program 3 years ago. We were very fortunate to have been introduced to a wonderful pharmaceutical company, Astellas Pharmaceuticals. It could have been any company. This is the one in particular that stepped up. Why do you think they did it, and how has that empowered you?
Well, I mean, women have a place, no question, at the table today, and I think that place is only growing. We have a place in the economy, and that's only growing. And for women to be healthy, for women to be taking care of themselves, is important for organizations so that they can have their best sort of selves at the table each and every day. For Astellas to step up and do it, to me, sends a message of what they're really all about, that they truly do care, and they're getting down at the grassroots level and trying to touch women in markets all over the country, and to try to help them understand how important it is for women to take care of themselves, for women to be aware of their health, and for them to be proactive about it. I'm certainly thankful that they stepped up, and they've been an amazing partner.
As you travel around the country and speak to companies, to organizations, joining us here at Astellas Presents Executive Women's Day, what are the common themes that you hear from women in business that they're either challenged with or they're concerned with?
Women worry a lot about how to have balance, how to find that, how to have the courage to say no, how to know what to say yes to, and for women to support each other. We need to be able to lean on each other and listen to each other and help each other continue to evolve and grow in our professional lives. So this, again, is a platform to help women do just that.
So you've had a great career. You started off as one of the first female sports agents, and now you are traveling the country inspiring women. Was there an aha moment for you when you said, you know what, I want to go tell my story?
You know, it was probably a little bit more organic than I should admit. I should probably say that it was a perfectly orchestrated plan, but I think I listened to my heart and I listened to the market. And so I listened to my heart, and that this is where I love to be when I was on the stage sharing stories and experiences and trying to connect it back to the audience's world. I felt like it was resonating. And that was really, really powerful. And that was a moment when I went, gosh, you know what? I think I can triple inflows and triple off time. And so this is kind of a slam dunk deal. But most importantly, I can make an impact on the lives of these people that are coming in and taking an hour of their life. And you know, to me, if you're gonna take an hour of somebody's life, you better make sure they leave with a notepad of goodies. Not just inspired, but also with some tools and tactics that allow them to get even better.
You talked about allowing women to get out of their comfort zone. Before you walk up on stage, do you have that little feeling in your stomach? Are you confident? How do you go about stepping up there each and every week and giving back far more than you ever believed you could?
You know, I think when you care, you have a little pit in your stomach, right? And I care a lot. To me, to stand up on the stage and have a bunch of people look at you and say, what has she got for me? Is she gonna be worth it? Am I supposed to really sit here and listen to this when I have hundreds of emails flowing into my inbox? And then to walk off and have them sort of appreciative of the message and feel like there was a connection and they left knowing more than they did when they got there. That to me is what it's all about. Do I have a pit in my stomach? Certainly, because I care a lot. I care a lot about making sure that I can make eye contact with each and every person in that room. And if I can make eye contact and really connect with them, and they leave better than they do when they came in, then that pit in that stomach goes away really fast.
As an inspirational speaker, you travel the country weekly. Many times, sometimes in a week. How do you take care of yourself?
You know, how do I stay balanced? I mean, I think that I build in white space in my day. I think we have to be really intentional about the way that we live our lives. So from a health and fitness perspective, I do a lot of things, from supplements to wheatgrass to flaxseed oil to crazy stuff that the world might think is crazy. But it works for me, and so I take care of myself from that perspective with regards to sort of your body. And then with your mind, you have to take care of yourself as well. Spiritually, you take care of yourself, and personally, and then certainly professionally. So I try to look at it in all those categories and say to myself, what's optimal inside of each of these categories? And am I living in that way? And hopefully you are, and if you're not, you're connected enough to what that needs to look like that you can then get clear and make changes so that you can, in fact, take care of yourself. If we as women don't take care of ourselves, then we can't really take care of anybody else.
What energizes Molly Fletcher?
Well, first and foremost, my family, certainly. You know, being with my daughters and my husband is without question my biggest priority, for sure. But most importantly, it's helping other people. What I want to help people do is have real breakthroughs and make real change in their life in an area that they've been struggling with. So when I get emails or phone calls or conversations after events like today, and you can tell that you've helped somebody break through, that's what it's all about for me.
Molly, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being part of the PGA TOUR family and our Executive Women's Day.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.